I have 5
and
episodes.
we should be back, and hopefully with audio. So, who knows?
Okay. Let's see. I have the stream open now as well, so I'll give it a listen. Everybody, start talking.
Yeah.
Testing.
That would be why nobody was responding to me saying, hopefully everybody can hear me perfectly and has no audio problems.
Well, them I have had no audio problems.
We are all good. Everything is great. We are all fine here. We're fine, thanks. How are you?
How are you?
Yay! Audio. I remember how to stream. This is a thing I can do.
It's been a while.
Look, I'm glad you're all here so you can all hear me say this to Red. Red.
Is this where I just remove one of Nav's plot points?
I think so. I don't know.
No, don't do that.
I'm very happy that you said that, because I wanted to say that I really would.
Well, in that case,
And drag you off into the desert, put you in.
While you're doing that, and then with a cat, I'm gonna. Excellent.
I'm glad at least it was a settings problem, not just the fact that I'd leaned on the mute button for my microphone again.
Okay, right.
So now that I've finished messing around with the audio, very quick recap of what I was talking about. The crew of the Daedalus, our trusty players here, are aboard the Alliance POW ship, the Westlake. They were able to. There was one person on board, a man named Felix, who, after they fought through a bunch of security drones to get to the bridge, they found Felix had shot himself and initiated a program to delete all of the information on the Westlake's hard drives. The first set of videos they recovered, they were able to prevent the program from deleting all of the information, and were able to recover some videos specifically. The first set that they watched at the end of last episode were a set of videos showing Clarence Mulock, a former business associate who paid them to get rid of the POWs from Severance, his planet, Moon, I believe Severance actually is, with him discussing plans 2 years ago to ransom the POWs back to their family. Bear in mind these are browncoats who were captured by the Alliance, or just sell them off as slaves to the highest bidders. Mulock ended up just paying Zaps and the crew of the Daedalus to just get rid of them, because quite frankly he'd had enough. The second set of videos is the most important part though. These show what happened to the POWs while they were on board the Westlake. They are a set of gruesome procedures and experiments. The Alliance seemed to be testing some sort of serum on them. You've got records showing that some of them died from an allergic reaction, others were just driven mad. You see some in straight jackets with scratched faces and necks. Some had gone so insane that the Alliance personnel just had to kill them. All of this is tagged with a name, Project Ghosting, which for one member of the crew, that is incredibly significant name.
Yeah, just a bit.
The final part of these videos is Felix, the guy who was on the bridge, a slightly younger version, smiling into the camera and saying, "I owe my life to the Alliance, thank you Alliance." And then it just freezes on his just weird smile.
Question: does Zaps know? Has Isaac at some point revealed the name of the project?
I don't believe so. He only revealed it to Nia.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was just near.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I just wanted to know if Zaps knew.
No, what happened was at the end of the episode when Keeb revealed that, Nav said, "I pull a gun on the breast of the people."
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember if that was a joke or not, but
Yep.
It was a joke.
good.
Yeah. So that's where you are. You've just watched these videos. You've seen what the Alliance was doing to these browncoats, these POWs, and then Persephone is able to recover some more information that shows you whereabouts the remaining pods are located on board the Westlake. The pods that you took from Severance were not all of them. There are still pods left here on the Westlake.
Okay, but Sterling, you got any info on where this treasure is?
Good question,
Treasure.
Captain.
What?
Oh yeah, that was the whole reason you guys were here, because you've been told all along that there was treasure on the Westlake.
Yeah.
Zaps,
And only Saps was fool enough to fall for that.
No, Zaps kept track of that.
Zaps, if this is Project Ghosting, aka the thing that I was hired to kill you over, then it's not treasure, it's something much worse.
Cursed treasure? Oh, no.
Then why does everybody keep talking about treasure?
We might find something here, but whatever
If you remember on
Yeah.
Sano,
something the Alliance wanted to keep secret.
on Severance, sorry, you
Very
remember Sano?
secret.
He was the guy who started all this by telling you that it was treasure, and it turns out that was a
Oh, yeah,
complete
Sano.
misunderstanding on his
We
behalf.
called him Sano,
Sano, yes.
because we can't
Yeah.
pronounce things right.
He for some reason, based on the communications between Clarence and the Doctor, who Clarence had hired, Sano thought that it was treasure, and that
It's
seems
because
to
he
be
was
where some of
insane
the
though in
rest
November,
are.
I know.
He thought it was platinum bars or something.
Lovely.
And he was the only reference we had for that being treasure. Remember that, Saps? Remember that the insane guy was the only one that thought it was treasure? Well, technically the two insane guys.
I was attempting for the better part of 2 or 3 months to steer you away from this by pointing out that it probably wasn't treasure. You just didn't believe me.
I don't think
No,
you
and
believe
I'm glad I did.
anybody.
Because guess who the traitor was on this ship?
It was
Felix.
for your own good.
Because he was brainwashed. On this ship, the traitor was Felix.
It's got you there.
Okay. Anyway, okay. In that case, Sterling, where are the other pods?
I
Before
can check.
Sterling can respond, the console beeps to indicate the end of the download, the deletion procedure, and up pops on the screen another video.
Well,
What does
cue
this?
it up.
On screen is Clarence Mulock, and he begins. Well. Seems like somebody's stuck their nose in where it's not wanted. Well, I'm afraid you won't be sticking your nose anywhere else. This is the end of the line for you.
It's video, right? You can't hear us.
It's video playback, yes.
Zaps was saying that out loud, actually.
Hi, Clarence.
Fred, what's it with you and your characters not understanding about videos?
He's still going. Just in case you feel the need, there's a bottle of, let's call it whiskey, underneath the captain's chair. Feel free to get roosted. Yes, not Rogered.
Almost.
Feel free to get roosted. That way it won't hurt quite as much.
I don't
Goodbye,
believe
do-gooders. And the screen blinks off.
that. Sterling, what's going on?
I will check, Captain.
Check
I
the
will over
consoles.
to the nearest console and find out what's happening.
Yep. You notice there's two things happening, one of which you can feel. The ship's weapon system is powering up.
Okay.
The other thing that's happening is the ship's life support has been switched, and it is now starting to pump oxygen out of the ship.
I have an oxygen mask. Ah,
Well,
brilliant.
you guys
You'll
all
be
came in
fine.
spacesuits, I believe.
I think we did, yeah.
Alright, I recommend everybody quickly put your space helmets back on. There is oxygen rapidly being pumped out of the ship.
Zaps quickly.
Mask on.
For his hat. For his.
And as you notice that, a timer blinks up on the screen saying 5 minutes.
We
and
have
starts
5
counting
minutes.
For what?
Until there is no oxygen left in the... Actually, I'm not sure, Captain.
I was gonna say.
It looks like. Did you say the weapon systems were powering up?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Sterling, stop it. Stop them.
Okay, hang on.
Right. So
Control.
I'm going to go through a couple of things first. Woo, you find a
Processes.
bottle of the cheapest, nastiest whiskey imaginable.
Okay,
Kill
where you drink
process-
that?
Kill process bigguns.exe.
So, Sterling,
Maybe just
you
delete
start having a
System
look at the
32.
computer.
We don't need this thing anymore.
You realise that the pods that the prisoners are in are connected to the life support system.
Oh, bollocks.
When the ship
Oh,
runs out of
no.
oxygen, the prisoners in the pods will die.
No.
You guys are fine, but the prisoners in the pods
Okay.
are not.
Okay. How many prisoners are there?
Weapon systems first, then life support. Can you isolate them
We
from the
have
system?
5 minutes, Zabs. We're not going to be able to do.
You have enough time to do one thing. You can disable the weapon system, or
Sterling, which way is life support?
you can save the prisoners.
Okay. Captain?
I stopped
Wait,
running towards
The,
life
the
support.
thing is,
Hang on. If we're two hackers, can we do both?
What do you think, Jack?
Hey,
Hang on.
we're gonna do the scene from NCIS where I hack over her shoulders and we both hack it.
No.
Because
Anyway.
that's
If
how
the
that
words
works.
GUI and Visual Basic leave your lips, I'm getting on a plane.
hang on.
So I'm going to let
'Cause the
time
weapons are
slow
charging
down
up.
and give you guys time to discuss
Do we
this.
have any idea why? Because if they're gonna blow up this ship, then it doesn't fucking matter if we restore life support. Everybody's dead anyway.
Well, okay, look, this is an Alliance cruiser. Most Alliance cruisers I've been on can't target themselves, but you know what is out there that they can target?
Dataless.
Yeah.
Wait, can we just shoot at something else instead?
Not will presumably have been locked out of the weapons controls.
Is
by-
there anybody still on board the Daedalus?
Yes, you left Nova and Nia aboard the Daedalus.
Okay.
Right.
Ice.
Hey Isaac, what's effective range on Alliance guns?
It's not sure.
Nia, Nova, Nia, are you there?
Get close to the ship.
Zaps, what's going on? The Westlake's weapons are powering up. They're targeting us.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's gonna target you. Get out. Turn on the stealth drive. Run.
Or they could.
Okay, we'll be back for you when we can.
Or dock with the ship, whichever is fastest.
We can't dock.
We
You have to
can't-
come
I can't
aboard
dock.
on shuttles
Yeah.
because you were not compatible with their docking
Go.
systems.
Leave, get out, run.
Hard burn if you have to.
Isn't it easier if they like hug against the big cruiser that's not moving?
You know,
Alliance
like if you
cruisers
run
have
up to
point-
someone-
They're
Most Alliance
probably
cruisers have point
yeah.
defense.
They're
Yeah.
This is
probably
the
made to.
converted one, so we might get lucky, but I don't want to take that bet.
No, just get out.
Okay.
While he's doing this, I'm attempting to hack into the weapon system.
When I
Okay,
served
cool.
on one of the big ones of these, we had, you know, the mini Gatling lasers for close-in missile defense. I wouldn't
So-
want the Daedalus' hell up against them.
Let me just confirm, Linz, you're going for the weapon system, not life support.
Life support is what I meant, not weapon system.
Yeah.
Life support.
If the Daedalus is away, if nothing else, we have a nice Alliance frigate now.
Zaps is gonna insist on disabling the weapons.
Okay.
In that case, I'm running for anywhere where I can have physical control over life support.
I'm overruling you, Zaps. We have to save these people.
I'm just going to drink this whiskey. Not gonna drink this. It's cheap.
Whiskey.
Are we willing to risk Nia and Nova for that?
They'll be fine.
They can
Are you
outfly
certain
the
of that?
weapons.
Can you
They'll
promise
be
that?
fine.
Okay, fine. I'm hacking into the weapon system. You get the life support.
Trust me, they can take care of themselves. And even if they
Not
can't,
typing on the same keyboard hats.
even if they get hit, that's Jack.
Well, no. That was Hats that know that we needed
Oh.
to do that. To make the super hack work.
That's not a thing that they actually did that. So yeah.
They did that, yeah.
No, they did. Anyway,
Come on, everybody knows how a keyboard works.
Look, you can get double the words in with an extra person on the
No,
keyboard.
you can't.
Yes, you can. Come
It's not
on.
helping my headache, guys.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
We're having a dramatic argument here.
Yeah, no. Zaps is like
Yeah.
we are not risking our friends for people we don't know. I
We can
understand.
argue about this after.
We can risk our 2 friends for the. Actually, fucking, how many
No.
people are there in there?
There's about another 25 POWs still aboard.
There's 25 POWs on that ship, and it's our fault that they're in danger.
It's our fault that Neon.
They
But
signed up
they're
for
away,
this.
right?
They're my crew. What do you expect me to do?
Look, I'm not going to give you the needs of the many line, but
What I
Is this what
appreciate
Wu's
is-
doing in the captain's chair? She's
Yes,
just
this is
Yeah.
absolutely
she's got her
accurate.
bottle of whiskey. She's whipped out her copy of Teen Vogue, and
You guys keep on arguing. I'm just gonna.
Teen Space Vogue.
we are running out of time.
I
Just work the weapons. We'll find a way to physically override it.
Okay,
And
fine.
I've run out of the command center to wherever I think I can do anything to physically
Okay, I'm
override
going with
life support.
Eliza.
okay. So we'll resolve
Perhaps it's
Lindsay's
going with
dice
you
roll
guys.
first. This is going to be mental and operate or mental and fix.
Remember how I do this. Sorry, it's been quite some time since I've done
Yeah,
this.
that's fine.
Isn't your operate higher than your fix?
Yes. Hang on.
So you can clear out and
One,
So
two,
mental.
You're already out of the pool.
yeah. Don't you also have like?
Surely there's a distinction in there that.
yeah,
would
you've
help,
got a
right?
distinction you can add as well. I'm sure.
Look, we've got to remember how to play the game, right? It's been a
Yes.
month.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm in
Couple.
D&D mode. Hang on.
Yes.
That's lock on. That's a.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a specialization, Sterling, in Alliance Tech, so you can use that.
Oh yes.
So
yes, yes.
you've got your D10. So you've got your D10 mental. You've got your
Yep.
D10 operate. You've got your D6 Alliance Tech. You also have, any of your distinctions really, apart from harmless looking. You can have Cortex Hacker.
Or alliance, whatever.
Okay, is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cortex Hacker you can add as a D4 or a D8. If you add it as a D4, chances are you'll get a jinx, but you get a free plot point.
Okay.
Do you have
roll
like
with what
wait, hang on. Do you
And
have
you
like,
also have a PDA, which you can probably
yeah.
argue that you're using to assist you.
True. That's D8 or D6.
D8.
Hang on. D8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Roll.
I need to roll first.
Sorry.
Keep this roll first.
13 to beat.
13. Okay.
Come
Doable.
on, Sterling.
Ah!
No.
Spend. Oh no, there's no
No.
plot
Oh
points.
no, there's no.
Oh no.
Do you have? Hang on. Do you have an episode that you haven't spent as XP yet?
No, this is her first episode.
Yeah,
Right. It
we're
is.
still on her first episode.
So those guns aren't off.
Well, I mean, anybody could have spent a plot point to assist you in that.
No, we didn't. We were all running for
None of us
something
did.
else.
I mean,
Yep.
can we do that retrospectively?
We have a
'Cause
flashback.
I'm technically in the same room with them.
Woo is there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Wu can
Wu,
just
Wu
say-
could lend you a dice for operate.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah. Remember that system uses different format for that file.
Yep.
Okay,
Roll-
I
roll
guess
your operate,
Who's operate
Ralph?
die?
Yeah, it's
What's
fat
who's
32.
operate?
Okay. So how do I do that? How do I do this?
Isn't it just?
It's-
I would
it's
just
like
say
a default.
roll.
All
It
right.
Yeah,
doesn't really matter,
just
because
get
it's
Valk to roll his operate dice.
Oh, come on.
the default.
Roll a. Oh,
Then it doesn't even matter.
that
Nope.
doesn't matter.
No. 'Cause
So I
that
won't
will-
charge you a plot point for that. So
wait,
No.
That means Val can spend a plot point, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Spend a plot point to keep one of Lindsay's.
yes, actually you can do
That's
that.
what I meant. That's what I
Okay,
meant.
that's fair.
So that's you're going to keep
Yeah,
the
because-
the 4.
Keep the
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
No,
The
keep the
three.
4.
Yeah,
because-
from the original roll.
there was. Yeah.
Which is 17, so that beats it by 4. So, yep.
Did I do it? Did I power down the weapons?
Yeah, you succeed in
Okay.
Jesus fuck.
powering off the weapons just in time. Unfortunately, as Isaac and Eliza reach the life support, they are able to just reverse it in time, but it looks as though a lot of the pods were the first things that started suffering as oxygen was removed from the atmosphere. So as you reverse the life support process manually, with like 30 seconds left on the clock, a lot of the pods had already started to see signs of oxygen deprivation.
Are they
And
alive?
it looks as though 5 of the prisoners have survived. The rest died in their pods.
Oh, Jesus. Come in,
20 people.
Zaps.
Saps
right
ran
next.
with us.
You
Come
didn't
in,
stay in the
Zaps.
room?
No,
No,
he
I ran
with us.
with you guys.
Oh. Well, at least the ship's safe.
So you have 5 remaining POWs, and they all have the D10 complication of being oxygen starved.
Okay, let's get the people out of there who are still alive. Get them to either the ship's sick bay. Yeah, the ship's sick bay. See if we have some pure oxygen. Get these people recovered or whatever they need. Eliza.
Yes. Isaac, will you transfer the rest down to the furnace? I would like to give them proper funeral rites.
We'll figure that out once we have these people, the 5 that are still alive, safe. Focus on them first.
Alright. Star wipe to Medbay.
Zaps, you get to explain this to them if they wake up.
I will. It's my responsibility.
Captain,
Sterling?
there's a proximity alarm. There's a ship inbound, and I don't know if it's friendly. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to power the weapons back up?
Keep them turned off for now. That might be our people.
Okay.
Can you confirm it's the Daedalus?
Checking.
No,
the
you've still got the
Daedalus
Daedalus
with
on your
the
scopes. Even with the stealth mode engaged, the ship was just about tracking her. Mostly because Nia's not quite as an accomplished pilot as Zaps is. This is a new ship. It's broadcasting an Alliance transponder ID.
No, Captain, it's not ours, and it's Alliance.
Power those weapon. See if you can power the weapon systems up safely again. Don't fire anything yet.
I don't recommend it, Captain. If they think we're Alliance and we power up the weapons, they'll know. Suggest I could attempt hailing them. I know the call signs and such. I could.
The transponder ID corresponds with a ship named the Hastings.
Readout says it's a ship called the Hastings.
We recognise that, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we do.
even
Someone
you
you know?
recognise that.
Time to
What's the
poop your
Hastings again?
pants.
Remind me.
So,
Someone I know?
Lindsay, Persephone recognises, Sterling recognises the Hastings. This was the Alliance ship that was docked aboard the Browncoat cruiser that you were rescued
Smash
from.
some asteroids into that thing.
Captained by one
Shan
Shan Holt, an
Fuck.
Alliance operative.
Shoot him down now.
We just turned
Actually,
off the
yes.
gun.
No, I'll take.
No, just shoot.
I
Keep
would have liked
shooting.
on that one.
We just turned off the gun.
Keep shooting. Do not stop.
Captain?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to power up the weapons again. Oh boy.
You get used to this, Sterling. This is how we operate.
Keep that whiskey on standby.
Oh, you owe me some whiskey actually, so this is fine.
Okay.
Um,
I am attempting to power up the weapons again.
Okay. Well, as you start to do that, the Hastings hails you.
Captain, they're hailing us. Do you want me to answer?
Sure. See what you can do. If they get rowdy, patch them through to me.
Okay. What's the name of this ship again?
It's the
Westlake.
Westlake.
Okay. This is the Westlake. How may I direct your call?
Westlake, this is the Hastings. Operative Holt here.
Operative Holt, you're on the air.
Greetings.
How's it going? What do you want?
Zaps is listening in, but not like transmitting anything on his end.
we're still just moving 5 people to medbay, I'm guessing.
Westlake. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you to respond, given that you've been abandoned and missing for several years. Therefore, I presume you are one of the crew members of the ship I tracked from the Diamondback.
I look at Sterling like, no.
No, this is
Nine.
no, this is Private First Class Sterling.
Okay, I would like you to give me a social and trick to see if you can convince...
Can I help with this?
No. Everyone help. Social and that's trick.
Do you have like an alliance?
I would let Wu help with this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I've
do
got a
that.
12 in trick, so
Wu's
you
a
can
tricky,
borrow my
Wu's a
trick
tricky
die.
sword.
Okay. Do I just roll and then you roll?
no, I'm defending, so
Okay.
I need to roll
so you
first.
Roll and then, okay.
Also, Linz, you have alliance whatever.
Oh yes, I do. Alliance Tech.
Yeah, which means you know alliance lingo.
Yeah.
So you
It's
can
true,
add
I
that
do.
one.
Okay.
So how do I give my dice? Is it just
Hang on. Did you just add operate instead of?
Yeah,
Huh.
that one should be a D8. So if you
Program
click
doing
the
it.
pull undo.
He's getting a bonus because he's on the Hastings.
Yeah, computer systems. But Linz,
Yeah, he has access to current Alliance crew databases.
you added operate,
He does.
which should probably be your alliance tech, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or
Hang on.
not that one. You have
Oh.
one that's a D8. Your distinction.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's the one you need to add. So social trick, your alliance.
That one. Hang on. You know what?
Yeah. Nope.
Everybody out of the.
So hang on. Social.
Social. Hang on. Don't add your trick because you're gonna use Wu's dice because Wu's gonna be there telling
Uh-huh.
you what to do, how to lie effectively.
You can get both.
I think you get the higher.
Oh. Okay.
Isn't that how it works? Keep.
I'll let you have both.
Okay.
Okay.
Trick, and then you there's a pool add button underneath the icons. Click on that one.
They allow you to add custom dice.
Am I adding?
You're adding a D12 because Wu's a tricky sort,
Oh, what?
and you can call it Wu trick or whatever.
Oh, okay.
See,
Okay.
that should be closer to your pool.
Yep.
It might not be Cortex Hacker. That's the distinction you're using, but
It's a
It's fine.
distinction. Who cares?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's one distinction. We don't care.
No, she's not using operate, so the Alliance tech is a bonus to the operate, and
Yeah.
so if she was using operate, then she would get that. But she's not using operate, so she can't use the specialization.
Lying instead of hacking. He's hacking the human mind.
11 to beat.
No.
Aww.
No.
Ah, yes. Private First Class Sterling. Left the service. Yes. No longer operational.
Shoot him.
Okay. Just sort of quietly powering up the weapon system.
I'm not sure your records are correct, Mr. Hastings.
Hang on. Hang on.
Mr.
I
Hastings.
can't remember what his name is anymore.
Holt.
It's
It's
Jan
Holt.
Holt.
I know it's Holt.
No, Mr.
Yeah.
Hastings is fine.
Yeah, Wu is gonna do the Poe Dameron scene.
So does he recognize Wu? I don't remember.
He's
Wu,
like-
if I
so
if I
he's like,
remember
well,
correctly, Wu hacked his ship and then taunted him about it.
Yeah.
I mean, once
Sounds like me.
never forgotten. So
That sounds like
He's like that. That voice does sound familiar. It's like former Private Sterling and your accomplice. I wish to speak to Captain Engelbert.
We're his PAs. Do you want to? And I kind of nudge Sterling. Get the thing going.
as we was talking, I'm just sort of
Yeah, we
powering
can
up
take your message. He's very busy right now, and he gets very cranky. And I've been told off, like, if we just patch him through, so we need to take your message first. And
very busy man. Very busy man.
Very, very busy. Very grumpy. He has the face of a very, very grumpy man. He is very grumpy. Grumposaurus Rex.
That's
Oh my god, I can see Wu right now. That's the best part. I just keep visualizing this.
Holt is unconvinced.
Surprise.
Do you remember the last time we met?
Remind me. I really, in detail, you to remind me.
You
Me
start
to
now.
paint the picture. I meet a lot of people, so
Oh.
Do you remember that I warned you not to look for this ship?
do you mean me personally? You didn't warn me personally.
Your captain and crew.
You might have told the captain, but the captain doesn't tell me stuff. So and she's new, so we personally wouldn't know about that.
It's my first day.
It
It actually genuinely is.
No, it's
I mean,
like
he's
her
second or
first
third.
week. Yeah, we traveled together, which was a day or
Anyway,
two.
at this point, has Zaps been able to listen in on this?
Oh yeah, Zaps is hearing all of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, we're hearing the conversation.
I'm stalling for time, so
Yeah, I'm powering up the weapon
Yeah.
system.
Power the weapons.
Who's stalling?
Zaps is
Don't-
probably realizing that it's time to stall some more. Holt, this is Engelbert.
This is our captain. I've just patched him through.
My
Engelbert.
assistants have told you they have something very important to tell me.
Do you recall our last encounter, Engelbert?
Not exactly.
You were warned not to seek out this ship.
Oh, yes.
I'm just checking the notes of your last minute. He did say that actually.
Okay,
Be
okay.
fair, Zaps, he did.
Thank you.
Still hearing this pamphlet.
Yeah.
Do you know why
Oops.
I warned you that?
Because it
No,
has
but
a
I think
formidable
you're going
weapon
to tell
system.
me right now.
Indeed. I am what the Alliance refers to as an operative. It is my
How do you
duty.
spell operative.
How many are there of you?
There's enough. We need to.
Ah, you know what we are. Excellent. Well, my particular task has been
I
to
killed the
prevent.
last one I met. He's a smoking crater.
Well,
Oh, David Schwimmer, yeah.
in that
Mhm.
case, I was going to offer a deal to
Oh.
pay you to evacuate this
Ah.
ship so that I can destroy it. But
I mean, we can still do that. I mean,
if it seems as though you are keen on not assisting operatives and flouting the law. So I'm afraid, Engelbert, that this is the end.
well,
What laws did we break?
a lot.
Yes, please tell us in detail
of
and
them.
specifically.
Yeah, I want my lawyer. Actually,
Private-
I
private.
believe.
Private channel. Woo, killing an operative is usually like it's not it's one of the big crimes.
I
Zaps
demand
switches
a trial
to
by
private channel.
combat.
Okay, I'm sorry.
How am I doing with the powering up of
I
the
thought you
weapons?
already knew.
We'll do a roll for that in a second.
I'm still not allowed my lawyer.
Zaps.
So, what do you think is gonna happen now?
Well, we
No,
bypassed the cloak, so let's...
Talking back. Sorry, I switched back to the other channel.
We
back to
bypassed the cloak, here comes the dagger.
Zaps is back to Holt. It's like, so what do you think is gonna happen now? You're gonna blow up the ship? I thought you needed the ship.
No, I just needed to make this ship go away.
Okay.
We can do
Second
that.
Yeah.
Second question. This is actually a question to you, Keep. How big of a class difference are these two ships?
So this ship is like a converted cruise liner. It's big. Sorry. Holt's ship is a little larger than the Daedalus. It's an Alliance patrol cruiser.
Okay. Now, I hate to point out the obvious, but I think we got you beat in size?
You do. However, my systems are currently showing your weapons being offline.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think you can blow the ship up before they come back up?
Do you think you can get them back online before I blow your ship
I
up?
think we do, actually.
I mean, we could also just...
Last week I would have said no, but this week I think we got a good chance, yeah.
Captain, we also have ramming speed.
Yeah, we can just. I will turn this ship around.
I'm pretty sure we would not be able to hit them. Because
We've got
relative speed distance, they could just
got 5
dash around.
people we still need to get off the ship somehow and
That
out
too.
of here.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a set of dice rolls for ramming speed. It is a theoretical possibility.
Still no Okay.
So anyway, Sterling, you wanted to try and power these weapons back up.
Yes, I did.
Okay, give me a moment.
Who wants to bet that they power up and immediately blow the Daedalus out of the fucking sky?
Daedalus isn't there
Yeah,
anymore.
Daedalus is already scarpered.
We could take them. Zap Sanglebird, last words.
Is there like a gun turret or anything?
All of the weapon systems are linked. Sterling took them all down.
Sorry,
Well-
I'm very good at my job.
So nothing I can just sit in and shoot with.
Nope.
Damn it.
Almost feel
Because I
bad for
have this
turning off
very,
lights.
very cool thing that says, spend a plot point to just get in and be in a position to do some harm.
I know.
Well,
Yeah, that says enter a scene. You're already in the scene.
Well, not quite. He's
kinda not quite.
not there yet. So yeah, I mean, Holt was about to negotiate with you until you told him
I'm
that
sorry.
you killed an operative.
I'm sorry. I had to brag.
I know.
Isaac is face palming so
Yeah,
hard
no, that's
right
fair.
now.
That's fair.
The worst thing is, it wasn't even you.
It's one of those sentences where I'm like, oh, yeah.
It was me all along,
Yeah.
Zaps.
I didn't. The other part is like, I hadn't even picked. For some reason, I had. Well, no, he said he was an operative, right?
Mhm.
No, I should have thought a bit better on that.
Mhm.
Oh well, we're here. We're here now. It'll be fine.
We live
It'll be
here now.
Fine. That was dumb.
It's fine.
I mean,
It's more fun this way.
it's in keeping with what we do.
So yeah.
Wait. Position to do some harm. That's actually a question. Do some harm. Can I interpret that as being able to hack his ship?
No.
I mean,
Well, that
you're
would
welcome
harm
to
him.
try.
In a position to do some harm by hacking the ship is in a position by a computer.
Yeah.
Just
I'm the computer around. Let's
Just
first see if we
snap,
power up the
I
weapons.
fall down behind Sterling, and then we do the double hack.
Yeah, let's get through that first, shall we?
Okay, Sterling.
Okay, in this scenario, you're a McGee.
Yes. 100%. You're the cool
Okay. So to see if you've managed to get the guns back online, you will have a 15 to beat.
one.
Right, okay, what am I rolling?
So this will be your mental and operate or mental and fix. I think your operate was higher again.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and again, you
So
get Cortex
mental,
Hacker, and you do
operate.
get Alliance Tech this time.
Alliance Tech, Cortex Hacker.
And probably your PDA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sterling. You're
So
the best
against
hire.
all odds, and with a lot of swearing,
I said I was good at my job.
you successfully reactivate the cannons. They start powering back on.
We all say we're good at our jobs. Even Wu. Wu
Good
doesn't
point.
have a job.
Who is very good.
That's why she's good at it.
Okay, Captain. I'm on the other channel on his other collar. Captain, just keep him talking for a second.
Okay. Now,
Furthermore, I want to know what the ruling is on Greek punishment for killing an operative. Because I definitely wasn't there at the scene.
Okay,
And I
am
think...
aiming the guns at the most combustible part of the ship, which is presumably the engines.
Yep. It's taking a little while. As you know, when they were powering up before, it was taking them a while to get up to full power and to actually get a
5
proper
minutes,
target
in
locked.
fact.
So you've got a couple of minutes before you can shoot.
Okay.
Holt's weapons are now fully primed, and he can fire at any moment.
okay. In that case, look, hold. Hang on. There's something you need to know about this ship before you blow it up.
I don't need to know anything. My orders are clear. I just need to destroy it to make it go away.
There's something that
Operatives
everybody else
do
will
not
know.
question the why. We just do.
I understand that, and the goal is to make the ship disappear. Get that. But while we were... Okay, I'm gonna admit, we were hacking it. We found some fail-safes. Stuck into the ship. To send certain files on an open channel in case of destruction. Apparently there's something important on this ship that they don't want to go lost or something, and if you blow this up, that's... I mean, I'm just telling you, right now. I'm just being honest. There's no point really, because you're gonna kill us afterwards anyway. But I don't think your Alliance buddies would be very pleased to find out that apparently state secrets are just flowing around the verse for nothing.
Holt's response, you just see him turn off screen. Target their transmission arrays.
I mean that's are you certain that's the only ones? There might be some internal ones. You know,
I've sent a zip file, so it's already gone.
Don't tell. No, that's Zaps is trying to make him not blow this up.
Well, I mean, if I don't manually stop it, the whole file's going to be dumped onto the Cortex, so...
Okay.
hang on, that's something you're doing.
Captain, that's something I'm telling you, Captain. I haven't done this, I'm bluffing.
Were you listening in on that, Holt?
Well, if you've already done it, I see no reason to keep you alive.
Still stop it. Could still stop it. But I'm pretty sure she can't do it if she's dead.
Yep, and only I can do it.
I mean, roll the dice, my friend. Roll the dice.
Who, me?
No. Him. Anyway, I guess there's a bottle of whiskey on the bridge that I'm probably going to start consuming. It's been fun. I hope they don't fire you too hard. I hope they, they don't... What do they do with operatives who fail? I heard something about that. Like,
Zaps,
remove the problem.
Zaps, I need you to do something.
Zaps can't... Zaps just beeps his comm on that side twice.
I need you to imply that you killed me as well, otherwise I'm burned.
I mean, there's man, at least I got one of them. What was his name? Pretended to be a crew member, even.
I really don't care, Engelbert.
Thanks.
And he says, fire.
You wanted me to tell it, right? That's exactly
yeah,
what you wanted me
that's
to do.
fine.
Okay.
I couldn't engage in any of that because he would have realised that I was there when you killed Sobel.
Yeah, I get that.
Because you fucking blurted it out.
Zaps, could you roll me the Daedalus' hull? Actually, no, let's go systems and shoot.
I figured you were going for that. Hang on, let me grab.
I did let Lindsay know, but she didn't pass it on.
Oh, that's fine. We didn't have to know for dramatic effect.
Nia, you'll be specifically using Nova's shoot because Nia is piloting.
So wait, he's targeting the Daedalus.
Hang on, where's
No,
the Daedalus?
The Daedalus is making a dramatic entrance.
Yeah.
Where's the Daedalus? Because I can't see the Daedalus right now.
It's the one listed in the handouts as sheep sheet.
Yeah, in archived.
Oh, sheep.
Yeah. It's a sheep sheet.
Oh, it's not even interactable. Just
No, I apologise. You'll need to do it manually. And Nova's shoot
Shoot
is a
is
D8.
Yeah, a D8.
Well, in that case, I can do that. I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter which of those you use. So
D8 plus D8 plus the guns are on it. I think it's D6.
Yep.
Stealth.
yeah, you get the stealth bonus for this.
Alright, hidden weapons is signature. This is D6. And yeah, we'll use the distinction of build for stealth. 8. And there's a bit where I need to
Can
keep
I
it
say that this
minus
whole time
2.
this has all been going on?
Eh,
'Cause I wasn't
whatever,
able to.
we'll calculate that on the end.
Because I haven't been able to participate in this. I was taking the pods
13.
to the shuttle.
Oh no, 15. I'm sorry, 15.
15, nice.
Still
Yes,
blow him
so
up the-
yeah, so as he says fire, we pull out to the scene of the Hastings sat pointing its guns at the Westlake, and swooping round behind the Hastings is the Daedalus. She comes in on a perfect strafing run. Nova
no.
fires the turrets and damages the engines
There's
on the
just-
Hastings.
In the background, there's just a few stars go out and come back on.
Yeah.
And
in a
we
pattern.
as we hear him say fire, that's when the strafing run
And
happens.
that's when the strafing run happens and his bridge shakes and a couple of consoles explode on the bridge.
Yes.
And the Hastings does not return fire. It does not fire on you.
Oh my god, stealth drive actually worked!
Yes.
For once. Yes, Nova, you're the best.
Keep, can I have been transporting the prisoner pods to our shuttle this whole time?
Well, you guys were starting to transport them to medical, so you'd got the
Yeah, I
pods
changed my mind.
loaded on transport, so you'll have got at least one to the shuttle at this point. The problem is if you remember, you boarded
Pods are
via a ladder.
Yeah, way up top, so we have to take the
Yeah.
elevator.
You can't get them into the shuttle
Okay.
from the docking port.
No.
Your shuttle is accessed.
Oh. Well, in
Yeah.
that case, I'm
is
taking them
one
to an
trick.
airlock.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Are they... No, they're not... Are they vacuum sealed?
Yeah, they're basically they're the same cryopods that you had before. They're designed to basically fire them out like an emergency escape pod.
Yeah.
Got it. That's good to know.
We can't take them out into space without them blowing up on the inside.
Are my weapon systems
The,
ready?
the only reason they got oxygen starved and died is because at that point they were still plugged into the ship's
yeah,
systems,
I figured.
so it overrode the internal
Tried
systems.
to kill them.
Once they're disconnected, then they switch over to their internals.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, for
Uh,
now, Holt is now distracted and trying to dogfight the Daedalus.
Which means... Sterling!
Am I online yet?
The guns are now powered up.
Yes.
Captain Engelbert, on your order.
One sec. Zaps calms the Daedalus. Daedalus, get clear. We're gonna give him a bit of a wallop.
Understood, Zaps. Let us know when you need a pickup.
Nova,
Will do.
Nova, come in.
Isaac?
Make sure everything in the cargo bay is strapped down. This is going to get ugly.
Okay. Nia, I'm switching the guns to auto. And she hurries off to do that.
Sterling,
Captain.
fire at will.
Poor Riker. You get a D6 bonus here for the Hastings currently now has a D6 complication of engine damage.
Yeah.
That puppy apart.
And I'm guessing this is.
You have to just put a 6, not a D.
Ew,
Yeah,
okay.
the D's already there.
It gets me every time. Or sometimes I try and put the name in first instead of the value.
Nice, oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah,
works.
rolling.
Okay.
This will be the Westlake systems, which is going to be.
The D's already there, and it gets me every time.
Feel free to add that to the quotes.
You just assume you want the D in there.
Red, you have to stop this.
Why do I have to stop? You started.
No, I didn't. I just repeated what you said.
God, you're all the same. You're all obsessed with the D.
I mean,
Sorry, I just need to find the Westlake sheep
Seems
sheet.
to me.
best toy in the world.
Oh god.
What, don't you have an inflatable D around? I do. I whack people with it.
This is
So much fun.
Okay. Now we're getting into TMI territory. Dude.
Okay, the
Yeah,
Westlake
I'm with Lindsay
systems
on this.
are a D8.
Okay,
Huh.
a D8.
There are some things I don't need to know about you, Jack. Ah.
And you will use your shoot.
Okay, am I adding all that to my pool then? What you just?
Yeah,
He-
just
wouldn't it-
the systems.
Wouldn't it be operate since she's firing via computer instead of physically shooting in the turret?
We
kinda
did
thing?
that last time, and we agreed it was better to be shoot
Yeah, that's fair.
rather than operate.
Okay.
So in this case, yeah, it hampers Lynn's, but it means that if you guys try it, you get better scores.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's fair.
Okay.
So roll.
I need to roll
do you have
first
any-
because I'm
oh,
defending.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Would there be
Uh,
any distinction that would help here?
Uh,
And Alliance, whatever. You have a distinction that's Alliance.
Alliance
crew
tech.
thing. Not.
No, that's the.
No, I meant the distinction, not the specialty.
You don't have the specialty because you're not using operate.
oh, okay. Yeah.
I should.
We're talking the distinctions where I have Ship's Doctor, one with
It's,
Shadows, where you have
Harm-
Cortex Hacker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You have what's the other
Steal
one?
reserves, actually, I like.
Steely reserves would go very well here.
Isn't this Linz's second? Yeah, because she was on episode 10, which was stuck in orbit. She has an episode.
Oh, she does. Yes. I'm so sorry.
She
Yeah,
has
because
an
I thought that
episode.
was still on part of this one.
Oh yeah.
No.
Turns out episodes are sometimes weirdly divided in television
Yeah.
series.
Oh, who knew?
Let's get
Right,
the
so
defense
that's,
up.
D8 for the hull. And
Damn.
D8 for the
Reserves.
crew. He gets a crew bonus because he's got a trained crew.
Eh,
And then a
so
D8
for long he doesn't.
the, Hastings.
How's a trained crew gonna help on a spaceship?
They serve the sandwiches. 12 to beat.
How's a trained crew gonna help against an untrained mess of a crew?
Oh.
Defender wins ties.
Yep.
Well, I
So
mean,
you
so
shoot, but
hang on,
the
hang on,
Hastings.
hang on.
Hang on. Yeah,
You have an episode that you can spend as a plot point.
Okay.
you just have to tell us how this reminds you of that episode.
Which is when you join the crew.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You just go, hey woo, remember how not a week ago I saved your butts? I'm about to do it again.
Yeah, that.
Yep, that works.
I mean,
So you get to keep the D4, which
that's
turns
how
into a
I refer
success.
to every episode.
So you successfully shoot and hit the Hastings. So that takes the Hastings engine damage up to a D8. So the Daedalus has been. You have to now throw to the Hastings. It's now the Hastings' turn to shoot.
Okay. Let's see what the Hastings.
The Hastings is going to attempt to shoot the Daedalus.
Don't shoot our ship.
So you're the defenders, Apps.
There.
You get Nia's fly skill.
Shall I grab this?
Yeah, Red, because you're the captain. So if you
Nia's
fuck it
fly
up,
is a
it's your
D4,
fault.
and you get to use the Daedalus's engines.
Daedalus engines is D8 because I remember it all being D8.
Yes.
And the
decided to
stealth
recommend-
drive is probably making it a bit harder.
Oh yeah, stealth drive is
Or
definitely
hang on a
active here.
second. Anything off the grid?
And
B class.
Don't we also get the engine thing?
You also, you get a D8
Yeah, D8
from
the
their engine
complication.
being damaged.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's D8
Well, while I'm waiting.
weapons. A D8 for the crew.
Because we're in defense anyway.
Yep.
12.
12 to beat, and a D8.
Not the worst
for
possible
the-
roll.
There's a jinx in there.
Don't talk about those.
I like the plot points.
12.
Aha!
So,
Narrowly
ties.
dodges.
the Hastings shoots, but narrowly misses.
Nia,
Okay.
in her inexpertise at flying it, just pulls the stick forward as the shot comes, and it just. Woo!
Yep.
She does the most unlogical thing at that point. Almost
Yeah.
slams into an asteroid, but I mean, it's exactly what you
drifts
didn't expect.
Slowly sideways.
It's worked well for us so far.
Yep.
She drifts slowly sideways, Red.
And
Lazily
yeah,
to
so
the
the
Yep.
the Hastings was the last in the combat order. They throw back up to the Daedalus. So the Daedalus may return fire if they want to, or they can do something else.
I think in that case they would gladly fire.
Cool. I'll let you do that.
This is still system. No, the
Yeah.
shoot was.
I'm just going to re-roll my pool
D8
because
or
their
D6?
weapons and hull are the same. So
Hang on, I have Nova open.
Yeah.
No worry. There you are.
so you've got an 11 to beat.
Oh, that should do. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh wait, no, there's an extra D8 in there because
Yep. For the engine complication.
yeah. Boop.
Ooh.
Red.
That's a miss.
Yeah, the Hastings returns fire with a point defense cannon as Nia strafes past. The Hastings is going to spend a plot point and capitalize on those two jinxes to give you a D8 engine damage as well.
In that case, I guess I will drive. Please, oh no. Because I'm assuming it's going to me, unless we want to start tracking. plot
Yeah,
points.
just put it on yourself. But yeah, that's the.
Hang on. So it hits the Daedalus with damage.
Mm-hmm.
Daedalus now has a D8 engine damage as well.
In that case, I am going to take another plot point because you do not mess with my ship.
Indeed, that is one of your
Sterling,
abilities.
shoot him out of this guy.
I mean, I could get up there and start shooting.
Yep. So
Take care of these people, okay?
Daedalus throws to the
I
Westlake.
really want you to do that, but
Okay.
not right now.
So it is shoot, systems, and steely reserves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hey Sterling, don't forget that you can use your PDA to do even better target vectors.
Sure. Systems. Where's systems?
Systems is it's the ship.
Oh, it's the-
not
yeah.
it's not a thing you have.
Yeah, right, that's why.
I mean, unless you're an android, and then you have to tell me. You have to tell me if you're a Cylon.
That's how it works, right? If I ask you if you're a Cylon, you're obligated to tell me you are?
Yes.
Where's the being a cop?
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Ugh.
Forgot. I'm
You-
used to D&D.
Hey, that was
You also need to add another D8 to that because of the
For the engine damage.
their engine damage.
So that
You don't
roll
know it
totally
matters.
doesn't count.
Yep. So add that and then roll yours.
Yes.
No, still miss.
No. So you miss, unfortunately.
I'm just tech support.
I mean, you could yell out and request one of the people who can shoot come join you on the bridge or
Is
take
there
over
anyone on the
targeting.
board who can actually shoot?
Hi. Or
Okay.
two.
Oh, you're standing.
Yes, but I'm busy.
You're standing directly behind me, aren't you? Here.
I mean, I can be. For a plot point, I definitely can be. Just go, fall down from the ceiling. Hi.
Cool.
Brilliant. You do this.
Right. Well, it
In
is.
that case, I guess Isaac and me are taking care of these people.
Yeah.
What
Isaac
you
is.
doing?
So we've had the Daedalus and the
Listen,
Westlake
don't
go.
even worry about it.
It is now the Hastings' turn.
Yeah, Hastings is up.
Yep. Hastings is going to shoot the Westlake this time.
Ah, good. Spreading out the targets.
So somebody wants to
Already on it.
roll. You've
I'm
not
assuming
activated
she
the
hasn't.
engines, so you're going to use the Westlake's hull, which is a D10.
Yeah, I figured.
And-
anything else?
Any of your relevant abilities.
That's my problem. I don't know if we have any.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
Lynn's because she's actually at a computer? You're not.
Yeah, Lindsay's
Yeah.
out of computer. You've
So-
got maneuvering thrusters.
Yeah, so
So you could use your
Lynn's
fly.
would be that or operate. Like making the
Operate
ship
your
do
point
some
defense
sort of
cannons?
calculation. Yeah.
Sure. So Alliance Tech or Operate?
Operate, and then you get
Alliance
Alliance Tech because it's an Alliance ship.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah,
So the way
pretty
that
much.
thing works is the primary stat attribute is it's a D10 because that is your skill,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
then the D6 is a specialization which
Okay.
applies to that if you think it can, if you can argue for it to be applied in that scenario, which currently you can. So
Yes.
it's there.
Yeah. It's an
Okay.
alliance
With
ship.
operating Alliance Tech. And then you need a D10 for engines.
No, hull. That's
Hull.
what I use.
Hull, yeah.
We
It's
never
a
want to
D10
use the engine on this thing.
for
You just
ship.
want to tank it.
I think they
D10
just
for ship.
blown
Yes.
up anyway.
What else did we have?
Steely Reserves still applies.
Yes. So that one can is Sterling just plugging the PDA in and sitting there gaming on the PDA basically?
Mm.
I have a visual that's what
She's plugged the
Sterling is
PDA in, and she's taken the two sides of the PDA off, and they become two
Yeah.
switch Joy-Cons that she's flying the
Oh,
ship with.
Playing anything? Definitely not Gallagher.
That woman is playing Galaga.
We all saw it.
Okay, you roll that because you're defending, so you roll first.
Come on, 20. That's half of what I asked for.
Still.
That's still better.
Yep.
It's good enough.
Turns out there's a lot of hull plating on this thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you hear the point defense cannons just take out the missile as it comes in. There's a small vibration as it explodes near, but the whole plating absorbs all the damage. And we go back round to the top with the Daedalus.
Hang on. At what point can we we're working in the med bay trying to get these people the proper oxygen, right? At what point are we finished? Can Zap start doing something else?
I mean, well, as soon as life support came back on, or as soon as you disconnected them from their wall sockets, they switched to internal life support. They've got the oxygen they need. You
Yeah,
haven't woken them up
you're
out of their
moving them
pods
to
because
an
only a
airlock,
trained
so
medic
that
can
we
do
can
that.
transport
I'm
them
moving
home.
them to an airlock so we can get them onto the Daedalus to get them the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'm assuming you need 2 people at least to move 5 of these things.
Yeah.
They've got like little anti-gravs that you're moving them around with, but it still
I'll
takes a
fucking
little
push them.
while.
You go.
You can push 5 of these.
They're anti. I can make 5 trips.
Have you met Isaac?
I'd say at this point you've probably done 3 of them.
Okay, fine. You grab the others.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I will.
start heading back to the. I'm gonna start running towards the cockpit pitch.
As you
Of this thing.
Cockbridge pit.
Mm.
As you say that, you just look around and Eliza is gone.
I've already noticed Eliza was gone. She left a while ago.
No,
She can't teleport.
she Batmans. That's what she did.
She's not a
just
12th
Batmaned.
level wizard. She is not.
You've experienced this before. She's got a bunch of these little flashbang things that are supposed to produce smoke that she tries to Batman with, and it never works. She always just ends up coughing and choking on them.
Yeah. So anyway,
Or half the
case,
time she
even
sets
though-
off the fire suppression systems with them.
the
Everybody
Deadless is
got wet.
gonna. The Daedalus is probably gonna disengage and try and hide on the other side of the
Westlake.
Westlake. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to need you to do a roll for that. That's fine. So that's the Daedalus' turn. Are we going back round to the Westlake then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Or, hang on.
Oh, give it to me. I want to shoot him down.
No, hang on. I got an idea. That the Daedalus is because the Daedalus was top of the round.
Yes.
So the Daedalus is going to throw to the Hastings.
Ah, cool. So same roll again then.
Jack, the last person in line can throw to themselves if the round starts again.
Oh. I get to just pull the trigger and keep pulling.
Yes.
Going.
We just need to survive one more hit, and we can just unload.
Yep.
I know.
So yeah, so the Daedalus hides behind the Westlake. So the Hastings attempts to shoot the Westlake. You're defending again, Linz, but you haven't cleared your pool, so just hit roll again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a roll I like, Linz.
Yep.
Nice.
I
Again,
was due.
point defense cannons just kick in and no damage.
I just imagine the Daedalus just flying over, like very close to the Westlake, and just the guns firing at the missiles that are coming in.
Yep.
Just dodging the fire.
Yeah, they've spent all the CGI budget of the season on this episode.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, they have.
Like,
I just lean back and grab the whiskey bottle off Woo and just sort of.
and as you lean back, what happens is, out of the ceiling this time, because this is gonna be funny. Eliza falls down. Not gracefully or anything. Just lands in your lap and goes, right, I'm ready to shoot. Where are they?
Can somebody at least point out why she didn't use the door? Can somebody please do that?
No.
I'm not there.
It's Eliza.
It's
Okay,
what
cool.
you do.
So, check.
Yes. Yeah. I have to make a pool now.
Yep.
This pool includes, just make sure that it's all clear. Cool. So it uses that one, and that one, and then I get the ship's systems, which is a D8.
Yep.
Yeah. It's already
And a D8 for their engine damage.
Yeah. Systems. And we'll add 8 for engine damage.
And do you have anything else that applies?
No.
There's still the systems of the ship.
Yeah, that's on there.
Oh,
So,
sorry, it's already in there. No, it's-
Hastings
we're-
is
we're
defending,
exposing.
so Hastings goes first.
Yep.
That's only a 10. That's.
That's an
Wow!
Eliza roll.
I present to you, Eliza Fisher. A lot of asteroids get fucked up today.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly that.
Yep. that asteroid really had it coming. In fact, what happens is you actually hit an asteroid that had a mine in it, and that asteroid just explodes amazingly, and there's just
Spectacular return to form there, Jack.
So shoot again, because I'm assuming you're throwing to your. Like, we're
Yeah.
throwing to the
She's like,
Westlake again.
Okay, fine. I'll sit up and actually like
Oh,
properly
hey, look.
take the seat and then shoot.
If you
It's a
hit
case.
this and spend your plot point, they are taken out.
Hit.
I could just. I'm gonna spend my plot point now. And
Why are you spending it now?
because
You destroyed them.
yeah, but this gives me, instead of a D8, it gives me a D12.
I know, but they're okay. Actually, and if that goes up one more, they get taken
Yeah.
out. You're right. That's
Exactly.
fair. So their engines start.
Yeah.
Yeah, their
that's
engines
fine.
for some reason just.
No,
Yeah, what
actually,
happens
mine
is some
just
of the
went
debris
off.
from the asteroid gets sucked into their engine intakes and
Yes.
causes problems. That's how that works.
All planned. All planned. It was all part of the plan.
That's what Eliza will tell to the end of the day.
And then we shoot.
So you get a plot point back. No, you get a big damn hero dice
hero
equal
die, I
to
get.
a D12.
Uh,
No, I only was
D8,
rolling
no,
8s,
get a
wasn't I?
D8.
So
I get a D8.
It's on
Yeah,
the D5.
grab yourself a D8 then.
Do I?
Grab another one.
Don't worry about it.
So yeah, you shoot. Now, because this is a taking them out type of scenario, you get the choice. Are you disabling them, or are you exploding them?
See, I've already killed one Alliance operative.
That's
I kind of
yours.
want to add to my score.
That's entirely your choice.
You
Not
describe
fair.
what happens.
Good decision. As Matt Mercer would say, how do you want to do this?
Okay, so as the Hastings is trying to do evasive maneuvers, some debris from the asteroids that Eliza hit gets sucked into the engines. The engines start puttering, and they start moving it forward in rapid jerks. And as they come to, they just stray an inch too close to the Westlake. Eliza just sends a shot directly through the engines, and power just turns out on the ship like that.
And they're just floating in space now.
Yes. They're not exploded. They could technically be alive, I don't know.
Zap just
over,
comes
Cap.
into the cockpit like, okay, I have a plan.
It's over.
Good, because it was a very bad plan. Okay.
Also,
the-
hey Sterling, I should probably get up now. I've just
So-
been sitting in Sterling's lap these last
Zaps
like, 2
comes walking in, walks past the chair Sterling is sitting in, grabs the bottle of whiskey, takes a swig, gives it back. Okay. They dead?
I don't know. I took out the engines.
I pass it back to her.
Like, if you want, I can shoot. I can blow them up. I can blow them out the sky. But
Let me consult my specialist on this. Isaac?
Yeah, what's up?
So we got Holt's ship currently drifting. Possibly they're dead, possibly not. Do you want us to just blow that thing up, or you want to do something else with it?
That depends. Do you want to keep the Westlake?
Not really. I mean, on the other hand, we could sell it, scrap it. We could sell it for parts.
What I'm trying to get across to you is that if he is an operative and if he does blow up the Westlake, then that's his job done, and we can get out of here without having killed 2 of the Parliament's operatives.
There is the point of, me telling him that I killed an operative.
Yeah, there is that. Are you going to bet that he didn't already com someone?
That's a fair point. Yeah,
I mean, we could blow up their transmission towers.
they probably already did.
Good point.
Okay, yeah, no, let's get these people off this boat and just lie low for a while.
I'll get the shuttle.
I'm gonna attempt to check the cargo manifest quickly, because I should have done that before. Just to check there isn't any actual treasure.
There's a few crates of weapons and things, some stuff that Zaps can probably sell if he wants to.
We'll probably start shoving that stuff, I guess, either out of the airlock into space where we can pick it up, or into the shuttle, whichever works.
Yeah,
We're gonna fly the shuttle down to the airlock.
I mean, you can just open up the cargo ramp and just push stuff out and straight into your cargo bay, because you've got one of those Firefly style cargo bays that can open up and just pop stuff in and out really easily. So
Okay, in that case, shove it all in there. In that case, do we need anything else from this ship?
I still want to give the 20 people that died a proper funeral, right?
That's fair.
I want to commit them to the fire.
Or do we shoot them out into the space? Space burial.
Burial at space,
Do we really
or
have time?
No,
I mean,
not
if
really.
we want time, I can definitely get us time.
We don't know anything about these pods or what's going to happen to them or what's happening to these people. We need to get going. We need to find some way to wake them up, those that are left. Blow the ship.
Yeah, I can set the engines to overload. Considering the damage that's already been done, it won't be that hard.
That's a burial.
It is.
That work for
And
you?
it's enough.
I think it's
Wait.
better than anything else we can offer them.
Did you just kill what's his face or not?
No, I did. I shot out the engines.
Yeah, then we didn't kill him.
No,
Yeah, so we're
Okay,
close
yeah.
enough that if we blow the ship, we'll blow them up.
No, like
possibly.
the ship. If the ship blows, then that's his job done. We're sorted.
Yeah, and if he makes it out alive, he won't care about us. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Huh.
Or we found the major bad guy that's going to be the recurring villain for the series.
Yeah.
Either way, it's probably
Either way, it's
fine.
win-win.
Either way, it's been fun. Yeah, I think that's probably the best.
Also, I'm upgrading the star rating for Sean Holt. He gets 2 more stars because he's an operative.
you knew that
Yeah,
before.
blow it up. Try to
I didn't
keep
remember.
the damage contained. See if you could do it in such a way that Holt gets out alive, but if he doesn't, whatever.
Okay.
Zaps is going to transmit on all frequencies as he. I mean, at some point we'll probably be back on the ship.
Transmit an
Zap-
all clear.
No, transmit something directly to Holt's ship in a way that he might even be able to pick it up on his personal comm. Holt, if you can hear this, I'm very sorry that your little plant in my crew didn't work out. I didn't even know he was an operative until afterwards. You don't have to believe that, but it's the truth. Anyway, I did your job for you as well. I say we part ways and leave it at that. Click off.
Hang up.
Well,
and
he responds before you can click off. He's like,
Oh,
he wasn't my plant, Engelbert.
I'm sorry. You know what I mean. I'm generalizing alliance-wise.
Just watch your back, Engelbert. If you had a plant, it means the Alliance wants you for something else. You're right.
I'll keep an eye
You've
out.
done my job for me. Just pray our paths don't cross again.
Likewise.
Next time I'm gonna.
And then,
fucking
and then, as you say, likewise.
yeah.
Stop antagonizing
No, I
operatives.
don't say that to him. I don't say that to him. I say that after Saps has hung up.
No, I'm talking to Zaps. Stop
I
antagonizing.
didn't antagonize him. He said, "Hope you don't. I hope paths don't cross."
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, likewise.
That's a threat.
So
Saps.
you've got the remaining POWs.
Yes.
You have a USB thumbstick with all the videos and evidence you were able to recover from the Westlake,
Space
detailing what was happening with Project Ghosting. You've got Eliza's medical records of these prisoners.
Yes.
So
Where you heading?
there's a scene with Zaps looking out of Probably while we're like hanging a ways away from the ship, maybe looking out of one of the aft windows, just looking at the Westlake, the wreckage there and hanging there. So I'm just looking at it. It's like, well, that's 7 months of my life wasted.
It like pans back and there's like 5 pods in the cargo bay behind you, and Isaac stood there like, yeah,
We at least save these people.
we saved these people. We killed the rest.
We did not kill anyone. Mulock killed those people. We saved what we could.
We had the option.
Over my ship and my crew? That's not an option. My primary responsibility is towards you.
We can
Everybody
take
else
care
on
of
board.
ourselves. These people couldn't. Besides, Comsat 57 is back up and running by now. I reckon we can probably get there and send this data out into the verse.
Sounds good to me.
Is there
We
any
should be
way...
able to hide who got this info, though I suspect Holt will be able to figure out who this was.
Next time you get the option of letting me fend for myself or saving someone else, save someone else.
You're worth saving, Isaac. Even if you don't believe that yourself.
Not worth 20 people.
At this point, Wu walks in. I'm worth 20 people.
How can you read my mind?
No, as
was
you
waiting
say
for
that,
you to do it.
a warning beep goes off on one of the pods.
Oh, fuck.
Zaps is just like, oh. fuck.
Eliza,
What
Yeah,
is
I'm
it?
here. I'm coming.
Okay, you want to bet $20 it's a bomb? Looks at Isaac.
I'll take that bet.
I'll take your money, Saps.
Zaps
No,
might have
the
slight
warning
nerve
beep is the prisoner's life signs are deteriorating.
Okay, pull him out the pod as we've done before. Is there any way I can, like...
Wait, one pod or
Wake
all
him
pods?
Just one at
Okay.
the moment. I was going to say, remember what happened last time you pulled somebody out?
Yeah,
You weren't
no,
able to
brain
revive them fully.
What hap-
no.
Is there a way I can...
There's
like,
another detail.
wake them
There-
with
Can
the
we use
pod?
can we use the pod to check what's going on?
Guys, don't. Zaps puts his hand on that lid. Remember, there's a fail-safe signal
Yeah, and
on
that.
these things.
Yeah, if you mess with the pod.
Can we use the systems, like, can we press buttons
Yeah,
and get
the
like,
medical
readout
systems
thing?
on the pod.
They're not in immediate danger. Their life signs are deteriorating. They will need to be revived fully.
Yes.
But we can't do that.
Well, we have new data.
Yeah, but we need a doctor. I mean, sorry, we need proper medical facilities. not just what we have on the
Yeah,
ship.
you need.
Thank you!
Even Eliza should acknowledge that you need a proper medical facility
Yeah,
for this.
I do. That was what I wanted to get out of the Westlake, but we didn't have time.
Okay, does anybody know a medical facility nearby?
Nia
we?
does.
Yeah.
It's the one that
Concept?
she was considering taking you to before she was overridden and you guys went back to Persephone. It's a hospital run by shepherds known as the Curing Hands Hospital.
Sure, let's go there.
Okay. Zap
Sounds
sets a
good.
course.
Can we like
Shepherds are...
can we calm them first? Be like, hey, we're coming. We've got this. Can you help?
Besides that, we're gonna comb this ship once more for bugs and plants and whatever,
You
because
do
he
that.
followed us again.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
Well, to be fair, he followed us like towards where we knew the Westlake was. That wasn't hard.
Did he know that? But
He
he...
could have found out from the ship that he was on.
Okay, yeah, I guess. But we were stealthing the entire way. I'm tired of our stealth drives not actually working.
Hey, it worked for once. Stop complaining.
Once!
I mean, Holt
In all
only
this
said he
time.
followed you.
I mean, that's true, but...
Holt didn't know we were there. He was surprised, actually, at the fact that we were on that ship. That the Westlake even responded.
Right, that's true. But yes. If I study the data while going there, will that help me understand the conditions they're in?
Yes. You can also send the data to the hospital ahead of time to get them working on something
I'm
as
gonna
well.
do that as well, but I'm also gonna study it for myself.
Hello, this is the Deadless.
Curing Hands Hospital, how can we help you today?
We got some interesting patients coming in that require some discretion while we're at it. Is that something you
Excellent.
can provide?
Discretion costs extra.
It always does. We'll be able to work something out. Sounds good.
Excellent. I'm going to need you to roll a social and influence.
I don't know. Is that actually a?
Is that what Saps can do? I wonder.
Is that something Zaps is good at? Do we know
I
that?
don't know. I don't remember. It's been
He's
such a
gotta
long
be good at
time.
something.
A 6 for what?
He's traded with both sides. He's a good negotiator. Oh, what's
Yeah.
that 6 for? Where
Yeah.
did that 6 come from? Huh. Let me clear the pool and see what that was. It's a social. Oh, I need to press influence, not that.
Yes.
That was my bad.
Oh, you pressed the
Yeah, I
specialization.
pressed the dice on the back. Is it, for some reason, it seems like it. Okay, I think you roll first.
Yeah, I'm defending on this.
Yep.
11.
17.
That's
Cool.
a big damn hero die right there.
Yeah, have a D8.
Done.
It's what, your first of the episode?
It's just what Zap is good at. Look, I work something out. We have some newly acquired goods that we can probably bargain with. I'm certain that the families of these people will be very happy to have them back. I'm certain we can figure something out.
Excellent. We'll await your data and have doctors on standby when you arrive.
Thank you very much. Healing hands.
Healing hands out. Cool.
So these men should all be fine when the hospital lays their hands on them.
Yep, that's exactly what happens. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this as a timed action.
I didn't name that ability. We'll take it up with D&D.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Linz. It's fine. He was an asshole.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to run this as a timed action.
No, not you, Red. The last
Okay.
shepherd we met.
Oh, right! Yes!
That shepherd, yes.
Yeah, I didn't forget about that. It was when Keeve said plot armor's off, and then we almost like straight up just murdered the narrative.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, there's a shepherd in the town square, and you were like, we just shoot him.
No, that's not how that happened.
No, we tried to run him over with a car.
Yeah, that was, like, saw him in the town square, then a whole episode happened, and we stopped at a car, and then Isaac shot him mid-sentence.
But the first time he showed up, you
after
were like,
been
he's
enough.
probably evil, we should shoot him.
No, we didn't.
We were like that, yeah.
He was
like,
being a dickhead.
yeah, he was a massive dickhead, and we kind of wanted to shoot him, but we didn't, and then we shot him.
No,
Anyway.
I shot him.
We shot him when they started messing with their ship, and he was also there. That's when
Yeah.
we shot him.
Yeah, that's and then
Yeah.
later on I shot him properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, what's the timed action for?
Timed action to get these guys to the hospital and treated.
Okay.
Well, to the hospital at least.
In
And
time to
unloaded onto the hospital before they die.
What do you want us to do?
So, you have 4 beats. And you have 5 things you need to do.
That's always the case, right?
Yep.
So,
Skill challenge time.
yeah, basically.
I mean, this is the system skill challenge, which is awesome. I really like this one, by the way.
Yeah.
Like this
I
way of
like
modeling it,
That's a good one.
because it's if you succeed, you still lose a beat, but if you succeed well, you get a beat back. You did a free thing because you were that good at it.
You also have the option here to buy yourself some time as an action. Succeeding regains you a lost beat, and an extraordinary success regains you 2 lost beats.
Ooh.
But you'll need to tell me what you're doing to buy time.
Saps is probably
Medical
just
stuff.
like gunning the ship, trying to get there as fast as you can.
Cool. So
Saps, fly, baby, fly.
well, we'll start with the first action rather than the buying time. We'll get you
Yes.
going on the beats. So your first action is to plot the best course to curing hands from your present position.
What do you want me to roll, Chief?
Systems and operate.
Well, the question is, would Sterling be in the navigator's chair?
Yeah, you can put whoever you want in there.
In that case, Sterling, get in the navigator's chair.
Hi, Captain. Alright, I pull
also
up Google Space Maps.
on your PDA, because your PDA has more power in the computer than our ship does, because it's kind of old at this point.
She's not.
Don't
old.
say that to
She's
Zaps.
classic.
She's
Retro.
vintage. Vintage.
Exactly. Oh shit! I
It's a
just
vintage
realized
ship.
I should have blown up Holt because he damaged my ship. I should have sworn revenge on him. Oh,
I mean,
and Saps' killing days are over mostly.
You just killed 20 people.
no.
He said mostly.
Clarence Mulock did that.
So it's the Deadless is systems, which is a D8 plus your operate skill.
And then whatever distinctions and signature.
I would say
assets you can
Steely
talk your
Reserves
way into.
probably applies here, but Alliance Tech doesn't. The Deadless is not an Alliance ship.
No. But what about the PDA?
What about
Oh, yeah.
no computers?
You can use the PDA though,
Oh, okay.
because you're not using no, so you can't use the specialization of
Oh,
computers.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so your score to beat is a 15.
Jeez, Keeb. It's a high roll.
Good roll.
Oh well.
You do have a plot point, and you have a 6 in there, so you can make it.
Okay. How do I?
You spend your plot point to keep an extra die in a pool, and then you would spend that to keep the 6, which means you beat it.
Okay.
So you just
basically
drag
just-
the plot point away from yourself and onto the field, and then it'll.
How do I?
So if you click on the plot point
Oh,
above
yeah.
your
Yeah.
picture,
Got it. Yeah.
there you go.
There we go.
Oh.
Cool. So yeah, so you succeed. You plot a course that will get you there in the fastest possible time that'll avoid colliding with anything. You still lose a beat for that, but you've got your course plot. And yeah, so you can either try and buy some time, or you can punch it and do the hardest burn you've ever done.
Punch it, Chewie. I mean, Saps is kind of hairy.
Captain.
Sorry.
Punch it.
Punch it.
Okay. Aye, sir. Punching it.
Well, you can punch it or buy time.
Let's see what happens before we need to buy time.
Saps will probably punch it.
Okay, cool. This is going to be engines and fly. So maybe Zaps is the one doing the flying.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
was gonna say.
absolutely. Zaps is doing the flying.
I don't think anyone on the crew can actually fly. I think Nova might be able to, but
I can.
you have what, a D6?
I've got an asset which allows me to fly.
And let's,
Yeah, but what's your flight skill?
Don't worry about it.
D4?
That's like, hang on, a fly of 6. No, I'm looking at Nova's sheet. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're the bucket of rust at the moment.
Yeah. It's our nickname right now. Every time we start a new episode, we come up with a new nickname. She's
10 to
one of
beat.
the lists.
10 to beat with your dice pool. Please do it, Red.
Please.
Yes. So you get a D10 big damn
I'll
hero
take that
dice,
D10, thank you very much.
and you don't lose a beat for this. Yeah, you just burn as hard as you
baby.
can.
Come on, don't let me down now. Hold together. Hold together.
She gets you there, but as you're starting to slow down, you blow out an engine component. Part of the ship's systems is blown. It's overheated.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not surprising me because we did have a D10.
We can
on
fix
it.
that, baby. We can fix that. It's
just a
okay.
little overheated. It's still good. It's still good.
But
Maybe
you are
you're
now
fine,
at
you're fine, don't
Healing
worry.
Hands Hospital, having done this insane burn across the verse to get there.
Just see the marks from the data list, just a line of fire in space.
Yeah.
That's how fast we were traveling.
I mean, you were burning this hard for at least a day to get here. You know, you've pushed the ship well beyond its limits. But
Apparently
you've made
not,
it.
because we only burn out an engine.
Yep. You are at Healing Hands. You just need to dock.
Zaps looks at Wu. She's not old.
And so to dock, you'll need to get the engine working again.
Uh-oh.
So you'll need to fix this D6 complication.
That's fine.
With your
That's fine.
engines.
I can do that. That's fine.
I can't.
Sterling, help me out with this.
This will be either mental unfix or physical unfix.
We'll go for mental and fix.
And if Sterling is helping you, she can offer what, a D8 and fix? Linz?
I don't know.
What's your fix? Basically.
Oh, fix is fix is 8.
Which means you can have another D8.
Doink.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fix Sterling. Thank you.
I mean, I'm guessing it's Sterling that fixes us.
I don't know. I think we're beyond fixing.
Speak for
You've
yourself.
got to beat a 5.
A 4.
Okay. Let's
Oh, a
see if I
4,
pull
yeah,
an
because the 1
Eliza.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
Do I pull an Eliza? No.
No, you don't.
No,
Let's
just
be
roll
honest,
for it.
I'm the only one that's gonna pull an Eliza again.
So have yourself another D8.
D8. Thank you very much.
And yeah, you successfully fix the nuclear activator. You successfully vent the excess heat. You're able to restart the reactor and
And
position
get
the
it
ship
back.
ready to dock.
There's a brief moment of swearing where Saps is like, "You stupid piece of." I knew you loved me still, baby. I'm sorry.
You don't lose any beats, so you've still got
Exactly.
2 beats left to unload all the capsules.
I mean, I guess it does take an old man to fix an old ship.
Wu says in the cockpit while Saps can't hear it.
No, I'm saying it behind him while he's fixing it.
Oh no!
I'm gonna say I know Wu.
I mean, yeah, Wu would definitely say it there, but
Saps has a brief moment. It's like he freezes for a second, then looks at the caps, then realizes no, capsules first, Wu later. So offloading, I guess. I
Yep.
think it's
That
somebody
is
else.
going to be physical
labor.
and labour.
hey, Isaac,
Yes.
time for the Isaac special.
Could you help?
I mean, they've all got anti-grav, right? So we could just take one each.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a
if
lot
I-
more. We also have the original set, I'm assuming.
Aren't they still on
Yeah.
Bunker's Rest?
Oh, they might be on Bunker's Rest. Okay, we'll
Oh, didn't we
we'll
bring
fix
them
that
along?
later.
You've got 5 plus the unconscious guy still in sickbay.
Yeah.
At least I assume he's still in sickbay. I think he got
Oh yeah.
flung around a bit, make room for Zaps last time you needed
Have I still
sickbay.
got these concussion grenades that I nicked, by the way?
Oh yeah, you've still got those.
Just
I'm
to
sorry,
hang on to them.
unconscious guy in sickbay?
Don't
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So, it's
I
the
forgot that. What?
last time we opened one of them. I put him
Oh.
in sickbay.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
He was on one of the 2 spaces we have on sickbay.
I don't think we have one space. We had to put him on the couch while you were working on Zaps. He was lying on the couch in the corner with just
No, he was lying face down on the floor then.
Okay, fair.
Like, he got flung off the table to make room for Saps if I only have one table.
There's just a random guy on the floor. Alright.
No, he got put back on the table once I was done dealing with saps.
Okay.
And got connected to fluids and everything else. Like, I took good care of
Okay.
him except for that one time.
Who's rolling
Connected
first?
To fluids.
I'm defending, so 1 second.
I'm
Right.
hand-waving the medical terms.
Is anyone gonna lend me some dice, or are we? You know what? I'm probably fine. It's fine.
I would lend you my physicality, but I can't. My
Yeah.
skill is bad.
Anyone got a skill in labor? No,
No,
didn't think
Sap's
so.
Sap's never worked an honest day in his life. That's
Tech
not
support.
true, actually.
Didn't
I
bloody
guess
think
it's
so.
on the lawn.
I'm a doctor. I don't carry shit. I have people to do that for me.
I'm Woo.
I mean, yeah, that sums up pretty much.
Yeah,
yeah.
Wu is sitting on one of the pods as Isaac is pushing it.
Um.
Going,
Kind of.
Giddy up! Giddy up!
Like I'm guessing, Keeb, I can't lend him my ship's doctor.
It's fine. He
I'm
succeeds.
fine.
So you unload the capsules and get them into hospital beds.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah, and that's it. The healing, curing hands is able to synthesize an antidote for these guys. So these guys are stabilized, and they
Even
get
for the
woken up.
guy- Even for
They
the guy I
start
woke up
waking
without the. In that case, can I have some of that synthesized cure thing? Just quick asking.
I mean, keep.
Yeah.
Because Jack wanted to
Yeah,
ask about that.
I want some of that cure.
Oh
I
yeah,
wanted to-
absolutely.
Jack,
They're
please,
not going to
no,
deny
that's
that
my
from you.
question. Sorry.
In fact,
Awesome.
they say if you can bring the others here, they can revive them for you as well, and they'll handle getting them back to their families.
Saps
Okay.
will request both Nova and Eliza to be in the room when they wake up. Saps will probably want to be there as well. These people are, like, they've been asleep for a very long time.
I go back out and
They
instead
might
of
be
wearing,
older than they remember. I don't know how this suspended animation thing worked.
I
The
think
world
you
has
have-
changed.
I think it's kind of like a coma where you sort of feel the passage of time. That would make sense, but
It's also they're giving them this antidote to the serums that we used to try and alter their brain chemistry and make them loyal to the Alliance.
yeah,
There's going to be some time where they need to be spent sort of being deprogrammed and
yeah.
given support and recovery.
Let's put it this way: I walk out the room, not and come back in instead of wearing my lab coat. I'm now wearing my brown coat
Yeah.
And I'm
Hey,
just
with-
leaving.
with my rank pins.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Why?
Not really.
That would be comforting, right?
They're
They
brown
were-
coats.
It depends. For some of them, maybe.
Keith
For those
literally
that
just said
have
they've
had a
been
lot of
programmed-
programming
Yeah.
that are very loyal to the Alliance, they may
Yeah.
want to try and kill you.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Well, they're not going to be able to get up out of the bed, I guess. But okay, once
Yeah,
the
they're all
first one
strapped in.
does that,
So
we'll
some of them
probably
are,
shoot
still,
Eliza
are
out
clearly
again.
still suffering the mental effects. It's
Or
going to be a
I'll
while
just,
before
like,
they're...
drop the brown coat.
That's a mistake we make once. Whoops.
So yeah,
I mean,
from
that's-
what you've seen,
First guy.
your remaining is it 24 pods, I think, left back at Bunker's
Yes.
Rest. You reckon that these guys will need the medical support here to be revived and
be able to be reintegrated into society at some point in the
Yeah.
future.
you definitely don't want to be from what you've seen of some of the wakings up here, you don't want to be waking them up on your own. You want them properly
No,
restrained
no,
and
we
Yeah.
safe.
do not plan on doing that.
So do you ferry the ones from Bunker's Rest here over a couple of days? And
Yes.
Yeah, we do that.
Cool.
Saps asks the staff, like, will they be okay?
mostly.
I'll stick around, Saps, while you're getting the others.
Please do.
It'll take time, but they'll get there.
Okay.
And so that disaster out of the way with, and these guys being revived at Healing Hands, you're now free to go. having seen the data, Healing Hands has waived any fees. They're helping these people out of the goodness of their hearts.
Yes. Thank you.
Good.
So, you've not earned any money from this, but you've not
No.
lost any either.
Saps is, as we walk back up the ramp of the ship, he's like, okay, who's up for selling that stack over there, the stuff we got from the Westlake, and taking a week of vacation?
Sounds like a plan.
Are you doing anything else with the data?
Do we want to do anything else with the data?
I wanted to.
Comsat 57.
I want to send it to Mr. Universe.
Comsat 57.
Was that 5-7?
Send it. Get it out there.
It's gonna paint a target on our heads.
Pretty sure there's already one there.
We did kill an operative. Like once they find that out.
Well, we told them.
It's an operative that was implanted, and we didn't even know before he died that he was an operative. Sap's looking at Isaac.
I did.
Am I uploading this torrent or not?
Put it up there.
Well, you'll need to visit Comsat 57 and.
We'll pop. Well, you know what? We'll pop by Comsat 57. We'll see if we can sell this stuff there, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the data. While
Yep.
we're there, we're on the way there.
Yes, you head back to Comsat 57. You're met by the guys that you alerted before. They all got off safely. They're now back. The broadcast gear's back up and running. There's a couple of smugglers have docked. A few guys who you know will happily buy weapons and flog on somewhere else. And you get a decent price for them. So yeah, you're all sat in the bar at Comsat 57. The guy in the kind of too short velour robe with a dodgy wig is still slumped at the bar. There's a bald guy with a large wolf in the corner.
So, Zaps is turning over probably like a USB stick or whatever we have, as he's turning over his drink with the other. So, what do we do?
It needs to go out, Saps. We can't let them get away with this.
People need to know, Captain.
Could start a war.
Good. Woo?
I'll have jalapeno and wait, what?
I have a
talking
better
about?
question.
Yes.
If we do put it out, do we do it secretly, or do we, like, announce ourselves?
Secretly is probably the way to go.
I wasn't planning on announcing ourselves. If we
Well, I mean,
can.
they know who we are, and they'll know who did it. So
Well, they will be the only ones attempting to track us down. Then we don't
Alright.
need everybody with a hard on for the Alliance to track us down.
Got a point. Who knows? Maybe they don't think it's us. Somebody else got sloppy.
And
Wasn't
if nothing
wasn't the only piece of data on ghosting.
if
That's
Shan
true.
comes back, I'll just shoot him this time.
We're all in agreement. This needs to go out.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac?
Yeah.
I mean, ask Blue, but you haven't even been listening.
yeah, it does.
Okay.
I would just say, make sure you do a couple of like the routy thingies to make sure they can't just route it back to something that we own.
I'm
But what do I know?
sure that's what they're gonna do anyway, Woo, but thanks for the tip. So yeah, we hand that over to the
Clever tech people.
Tech
Yep.
people in Set 57.
I just very
They tell you
quickly
they'll
changed
transmit it to Mr. Universe, and he'll broadcast it out.
Yeah, don't put our name on it.
I've put Hastings' name on it. On the where it says author of document.
Sean Holt.
Oh yeah, sorry, Holt.
No,
Sean Holt.
Mr.
Hastings.
Mr. Hastings.
Mr.
Sean Holt,
Hastings.
aka Mr. Hastings.
I mean, that does put a slightly bigger target on us, because they'll know it was us. But
Yeah.
So what?
And so the scene fades out with Zaps handing over the data to one of the techs at Comsat 57. We play the end credits, and then we come back for an epilogue 1 week later.
Credits, shit.
You guys are now back hiding on at Bunker's Rest, having a vacation, as it were.
We wouldn't have a vacation on
I want
Bunker's
to
Rest.
go to a beach and start
Yeah.
tanning.
Well,
Like-
you're hiding out on Bunker's Rest in case of any fallout.
Do you know how it's
And-
been
Yeah,
since
I know.
I've seen the sun?
It's
Woo.
probably, it's probably fair that
We're-
we lie low in Bunker's Rest for
Yeah.
a
We're
while.
going
It's
somewhere
fair.
with a beach.
Afterwards.
That's
Yeah.
the end of it.
And
Once things have calmed.
after
you
after a
promised
week of maintaining radio silence, Wu is finally bored and flips the news on.
Oh god.
Oh god.
And it comes in mid-sentence. It's the PAX, the G23 Paxilon hydrochlorate that we added to the air processors.
What?
It was supposed to calm the population, weed out aggression. Well, it works. The people here stopped fighting, and then they stopped everything else. They stopped going to work, they stopped breathing, talking, eating. There's 30 million people here, and they all just let themselves die. And Wu just turns it off again.
Well,
No,
you
no,
know
no, no,
where
no.
we are in
We'll
the
turn
time.
it back on.
Where do you get the lifetime channel?
No, I grabbed that
grab
thing
the
out of her
remote
hand
and
to
turn it
turn
back on.
This is not the time for NCIS.
It's always the time for NCIS.
That's the end. Fuck.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm.
Oh no.
Added on to that, that's a nice powder keg you just made. The fuck.
Hang on. Does that mean the data got out or not?
At this point, it doesn't matter because
if
some
you
bigger
realize-
data
hang
got
on.
out.
You realize what that was? That transmission, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to explain for those who haven't seen the film that follows up the Firefly series. That is the recording
come out in
that
the wash.
was transmitted at the end of that film. This basically, the Alliance killed off a planet of 30 million people and tried to hide it, and Malcolm Reynolds and his crew broadcast out the evidence that the Alliance was to blame.
And I
A
guess
slightly bigger scandal than 50 POWs being brainwashed.
I mean it probably adds to the fire. Yeah,
So
those
you
are
made
the
your
reefers.
big heroic data broadcast, and then you got one-upped by Reynolds.
Yeah, that's pretty fitting.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Honestly, it's more that I'm thinking. Oh no. Oh
Rip my
no!
beautiful,
what
beautiful
happens
boy.
next?
Now that you're no longer radio silent, Woo, it's flashing. There's a message for you.
Oh,
For Wu specifically?
Yeah.
Yep.
it's always for me
Oh.
specifically.
It's actually labelled Captain Wu. Oh no, sorry, Admiral Wu.
Definitely for me then.
I'm gonna say Captain Wu sounds just a little bit too low.
Yeah, that wouldn't be Wu.
Can never give yourself too many promotions.
Do you want to play your message?
Yeah.
A very thin, muscular-looking Chinese gentleman with very hard lines on his face appears on the screen. Admiral Wu. It's time. The general wishes to collect his item from storage. You have 3 weeks to meet us and at these coordinates to hand it over, and you will be paid for your time keeping it safe.
I say in Chinese.
It's at this point that the rest of the party pulls
Hang on,
out
where
their
are you?
pistols.
Where are you receiving this message, by the way?
Like, are you just taking it right there at the TV where we're sitting?
I presume so. That's where they were.
Yeah, like if
It's
it's
just
from my
assume
phone.
everybody like Woo's in the back on the other side of the room, and we're just sitting on the couch looking at the TV, and we hear this on behind us, and we just go. To give you the impression, hang on.
Woo?
Cut to black?
Fade to black. We'll pick that up next time
And then
with
over the
Woo,
black you
Woo
go-
explaining exactly what that means and what that's going to set up your next adventure to be.
Woo episode!
And over the black, you just hear me go, Admiral Woo!
Admiral Woo?
Admiral who?
What the fuck is just what you hear Eliza say?
Yes.
Or what the...
What the insert badly pronounced Chinese swear word here?
Yes, exactly.
So all that remains is for you guys to name this episode.
Mr.
They can't
Hastings.
stop the signal, but
Hastings Direct, not on, please.
Hang on, when did this start? Was this the moment when after we picked up Sterling?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is basically Diamondback and finding the Westlake and then actually getting on board and discovering all the stuff about ghosting.
Ghost ship.
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
Ghosts of the Past.
I got another one.
Treasure Cruise.
The pot at the end of the rainbow.
How about the croc at the end of the rainbow?
I mean, that
Because
one's
we
more correct.
delve too deep.
That's
I mean,
like
it's
Red
a
killed
band.
20
I mean, I
people.
feel like calling it Ghosts in the Black is thematically appropriate.
And this
Yeah.
this is the last of the Ghosts in the Black
Oh
episodes.
yeah, that's why I was thinking that. Because
Yep.
yeah.
This concludes the Ghosts in the Black adventure book.
Huh.
Hmm.
Caught in the Past?
Stuck in the past.
Spirited away.
I mean,
Ghost. Hang on,
see-
Ghosts of the Past.
well,
Yeah.
here's the thing, right? Episode 10 was stuck in orbit. Episode 11 can be stuck in the past because it's a direct continuation. And we've
Yeah,
been doing
I like-
something
I like that
all of
too.
Our direct continuation.
What did we call 11?
11 is this one.
This is 11.
Okay.
10 is stuck in orbit.
So we had Stuck in Orbit, and this one could be.
Stuck- I don't know. I think Ghosts of the Past works pretty well.
I'm just going to call it episode 11.
Yeah.
My vote goes for Ghosts of the Past, but everybody gets a vote.
I like ghosts.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that one
interesting.
sound guy.
The official
Yeah.
title of this chapter was The Big Dark.
Oh God, no!
No.
Yeah.
Medium. Later Rest is good though.
Yeah, Laid to Rest is great.
Yeah,
I like that actually. Late to Rest. Yeah,
because it also, yeah,
because it also
Yeah.
lays to rest the whole Westlake.
Yeah.
arc.
it lays to rest the Westlake arc. It lays to rest the known canon.
Yeah,
Like-
it's also a good point.
I've known
So-
for a very long time that the end of this would always coincide with the end of the Firefly movie. Because you've often asked me, how do the timelines sync up?
Yeah.
And I've
Well,
known
now
since
we
I
know.
started this that was how they worked.
I just assumed it was all a bit fudgy during the Firefly, but yeah, no. Now we're in territory that I don't know what's gonna. We don't know what's gonna happen to the universe.
Exactly. It gives you guys a lot
Oh.
more freedom.
Hmm. Well,
Is
I've
that a
got some
good
stuff.
thing?
I've got some stuff
I
that I
don't
want to
know.
do.
Okay.
All right.
6 episode. That's a lot of points to use.
Then let's end it there, shall we?
Yes,
Indeed.
'cause I should soon get to bed.
We will hopefully back next month. We're going to try and aim to do these monthly from now on. I will sort out the date with these guys and we'll get that in the calendar. We'll be continuing the 7 p.m. GMT start time going forwards.
Yes,
Just to make things
For
a bit
now.
easier for folks.
things might shift at some point, but for now, just assume that's what works for me best.
But But yes, so thank you all for watching, and don't forget to check out these lovely people. You can find them on Twitter. They use the names down there. You can also find Red, who streams on Sundays 4 till 6 p.m. GMT over at twitch.tv/RedNightmare7.
Yeah, welcome chat. I mean, well, not the actual name, but
yeah. And yeah,
do other silly voices.
Yes, watch Red do all the silly voices. And yes, we'll be back with not only entirely new adventures, but these will be not from the books. These will be from my brain. So who knows what's going to happen? Anyway, until next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.